couple weeks since Canelo Alvarez, first team all Duxican, made the comments about Gervonta Davis, and Gervonta Davis ain't had nothing to say back. Nothing. But usually if Devin say something, if Terrence say something, if Floyd Mayweather say something, if Shakur say something, if when Deontay Wilder say something, if the Charlatan or Charlo brother say something, if Earl say something, he has something to say about your mother, about your wife, you broke, you know what I'm saying? All that. He has something to say. But when the Mexican that he liked to wear his gloves and put his nose in between his ball sack and ass crack say something, he don't have nothing to say. He don't have the same energy for people who don't look like him. And I keep telling y'all that, man, about Gervonta. He's a coon. There's no other way to put it. He's a raccoon. He tuck his tail, and that's the number. I believe that's the number one trait of a raccoon. Not because if you sleep with white women and Indian, Arab women, or nothing like that. That don't know. When you don't have energy or nothing to say about the other, but you always got a retaliation against the brother. I seen the video on social media, man. It was so disgusting, right? And it'd be funny, like on Instagram, you can make a comment. And it ain't even offensive. They can flag it. Oh, this can be flagged or it's an offensive. But they had this video where these guys, I don't know if the guy was riding a bike. I don't know the story. And they just start beating him. They jumping him, which is, I don't know what he did. And the guy pulls out a gun and he, I send you to the upper room and I blew your head off. And then the guy was like, oh no, don't do that to him. Don't send him to the upper room. And he takes the handle of the gun and pistol and punches the dude in the face. It's two guys on one. It's a guy with gray dreadlocks and it's another guy. And I don't know what the guy did. The guy seemed to be black. That they was doing this too. They blurred his face out. And it was another guy that walked by the camera. He had a gun. And I'm just looking like, what did he do to make you that mad? Where you want to send him to the upper room and that's what I say, man, you gotta stay away from these niggas. My Tommy Davidson voice. But at the same time, that makes you a raccoon too. Because in that very same scenario, if that wasn't a brother and that was the other, they wouldn't have did that. They wouldn't have slid on dog like that. And they'll slide on dudes. I don't know the backstory. The dude gave no clarity on it. He just posted the video. There's no clarity on the backstory. But when you harm your own people, you steal from your own people, you don't keep it equal. It's one thing to say, okay, he'd have said something to Canelo. He say something to Bud. Yeah, you like, bro, he a straight shooter. Tank ain't a straight shooter. Just like y'all said, a lot of these black women are Brad worshipers. Tank's a Duxican worshiper. Remember when they were saying Earl fight like a Mexican? What did Earl Spence do? Nigga start wearing Mexican colors. Like, we always looking to be accepted in other places. Like, bro, like, we can celebrate each other right here. Everybody love what the sauce we got. That's a fact. Everybody want to be hip hop. Everybody want to be black and say the N word and all that stuff. But it's time to fight for black liberation and equality and reparations and stuff like that. All of a sudden, nobody want to be black no more. Everybody here was, Black Lives Matter, and it's fake. Wasn't nobody really willing to die for the liberation of black people or the equality of black people. Well, nobody really do that. They wasn't doing that. But like I said about Tank, he be having a lot to say about it to his own people. He has a lot to say to his own people, but he has nothing to say about the opposite. This dude to spit on Terrence Crawford and hug Canelo Alvarez. Come on, every black fighter he hate on. I don't know what Shakur did. I mean, Devin Haney, he didn't need to box. I don't know why he boxed. That's why you don't respect him, because he chose to box and you had to box. because he loved to do what he loved to fight, and you just fight because it was a way out because you was too short to do anything else. That's sad. That's the mentality. You have all these nasty things to say about Floyd. If Floyd never co-signed him, this nigga be still on Earl Spence undercard. You know what I'm saying? Shit, probably be in jail. Right? Probably be in jail. Hell or jail. Pick one, ninja. But here we go. What's Canelo done to you? Did he give you a horse? He give you a Ferrari? And you just think, where does this mentality come from a guy that grew up in the hood? It's an indoctrination. Would it make you think that everybody else is better than you? Like we're the bottom of the barrel, Hector, Brad, Sally, all of them better than us. That's what it is. That's why you think when a lot of people think they move out to the burbs, they done made it. That's why. Look where Al Sharpton and all them live at. They don't live in Harlem. They don't live amongst the folks. What's that other black chick they got yelling and screaming? That's trying to run. A little ghetto chick. That's a tether. That's really a tether. Forget her name. Jasmine Crockett. That's really a tether. Don't know nothing but word salad. They don't live with their people. Keeping it real. They don't live with their people. At all. So you think a guy that came from the ghetto, there's probably a lot of bad things happened from him. All his ops was black. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, they be thinking that these people really care. That's what T.O. thought. T.O. thought, I'll be with Canelo, I'm Hispanic. No, you ain't the same Hispanic, fool. You can't do all the tricks that Ryan Garcia can do. Skip camp, be lazy, do drugs, do peds, and come back and forth as you want to with Eddie Reynoso. Nah, because he's Mexican. He's somewhat Mexican. You Hondurans. Soon as you got out of line, what they do? You know how you take a newspaper and people like chastise the dog? That's what they did. Popped you in the head. You ain't training with us. You like, Ryan Garcia, you ain't Mexican. A lot of people always looking for acceptance from other demographics. You'll never get it. Even though they may tolerate you marrying a daughter, right? They might tolerate it because it's a financial thing a lot of the times. You financially got to be 2 or 3 times better than the competitor, right? Or it's a thing where they don't want to lose their daughter. So they'll keep the bond there. I done seen women disbanded or not disbanded. Ugh. I done seen banished from the family for being with somebody that's not of their ethnic group. You done seen it. And members, of course, you got to understand these people, man, in entertainment. They're not your hero. They don't care. You got to remember Shakur Stevenson with Joey Gonzalez. He said, I went down there and sparred them for their respect. They wasn't sparring you, dumb ninja, for respect. They was sparring to end your career. They was sparring to end your career. They was trying to hurt you. They didn't like you because you wasn't financially good enough for their sister. They didn't like you because you was black. And you trying to go in there and get their acceptance for a chick that's here at 5:30 and gonna be gone by 6. A lot of people just think they gotta fit in. Man, no, they gotta fit in my world. They gotta fit in with me. And that's what I be telling y'all about. Y'all, these athletes and these entertainers, dog, they not the same black as me. Not as black as you and me. They not. Well, they done tasted the fruit and drunk from the fountain of coonery. They can't be the same as us. LeBron James runs on the podcast to Pat McPhee for Mixed Company and airs out a black man when he could have went to any black podcast and he didn't do it. So we got to stop looking at them, like that. They not. I told y'all, It's a different demographic. They're not black Americans. They own wealthy, rich entertainment black people. They ain't for us. We don't need them to get us out of our situation. The community need to get us out of our own situation. You can't look to athletes and ballers to do that. Only time they come back is when they go broke. All of a sudden, or something happened. Now they want they need the support. Like, nah. But Tank and them dudes, bro, they all clowns. All these fighters is clowns, man. That's why I don't choose to do interview with fighters or none, because they're marks. They're clowns, a lot of them. They're goofies, man. Ain't too many solid dudes in boxing. I'm telling you, ain't too many solid down brothers in boxing. I'll just take that for what you do. Take that for what you want to take it for. And I say this. As far as the media members in boxing, the majority of them are racist. Let me just say that. The majority of media members are racist. They'll help you out. They'll act like but they're racist. Like, if you had a pie of media members, you throw everybody in the pie, 98% of people in that media room, 98.9% of people in that media room is racist or raccoons. For people asking why, that's what it is. Maybe around a 2% clip, you got people that's not racist and down brothers. That's it. It's 2%. But that's all I had to say, man. I want to get that off my chest. No Diddy, no Harvey Weinstein, no Kevin Spacey. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, join the Patreon. It's the first and only link in the description. I appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.